Today's reading is from the book, The People You Meet at the Gas Station. If you like my video, like and subscribe. A long life. The first person I met was Stacey at the gas station, an older woman in her 70s on a fixed income, who walked into the gas station to pay for her gas. And in the year of 2025, it's unheard of that people pay with cash. But Stacey relied on cash. All of her transactions were with cash. She didn't understand the whole world of credit cards, Venmo, and everything else that's taken over our society. Her focus was on making sure she had enough to pay her bills and eating. She doesn't really have enough to go out, but once in a while she treats herself to a cup of coffee and a hamburger at McDonald's. But that's a big expense for Stacey. With the prices changing and inflation, she continues to have to watch to make sure her Social Security check comes in and tries to cover everything. It doesn't always, but she tries to make sure she has enough to make ends meet. When Stacey came into the gas station, she walked up to the counter and handed the man a 20 and said, "What's the price of gasoline per gallon today?" The man behind the counter said, $2.50. "Oh my God, $2.50? Stacey replied at the top of her lungs. "Why are you charging me so much? I remember when it used to be 99 cents. Last week it was $2.12. How can it be $2.50 today?" "You have to lower the price for me. I'm a senior citizen. I'm on a fixed income. I can't afford this. How am I going to go back and forth to see my grandchildren or go to the grocery store? I only have $20 allocated for gas. And I have to be able to move around. Are you saying I'm stuck in the house?" The man behind the counter said, "I don't set the prices. I collect the money, and I'm working to make ends meet myself," in a very hushed tone. Stacey didn't hear him. "Did you change the price yet? Go to your computer thing and change that price." The man replied, "That's not how this works. The prices are set by the corporation. I'm only here to collect the money and make sure everything works." Stacey replied, "Well, everything is not working. How do you do this? How do you change the price of gasoline so much? That's not how this is supposed to work in this country. I put in hard work for this country, years and years and years of my life, and you're affecting my lifestyle. You need to fix this." She stared at the man, and he didn't move. She dropped the $20 down and walked out. The man was dumbfounded. He doesn't even know what the tank he's supposed to put the 20 on. Luckily, he was able to watch as she walked to her car. He punched in 20 on the pump, but at that moment, Stacey made me think about my life and all the lives that are so different. $20 is a big impact on her, but it may not be an impact that much on somebody else. 6 months ago, Stacey was sitting at the doctor's office for her annual checkup. The checkup went fine, but when she tried to pay her copayment, the credit card was declined. The young lady behind the counter said, "Stacey, it's okay. It might be a computer issue. Let me go check something." The counter woman was named Julie. She walked around, and she walked into the doctor's office, and she said, "Stacey's credit card was declined. What should I do?" The doctor said, "Julie, take mine. I'll cover her expenses." "Are you sure? We can't do that for all our patients." The doctor said, "I know, but Stacey has been my patient for 30 years. I want to take care of her." Julie kissed him on the cheek and said, "You're a nice man," and then walked off. Julie walked back behind the counter and said to Stacey, "It's all done. It was a computer glitch in the back. We've taken care of it. Do you need a ride home?" Stacey replied, "Thank you. I have my car." Stacey walked to her old 1986 Toyota Camry. It was running, and that's all she needed. It was getting more difficult to get in and out of the car. She probably needed a hip replacement, but there wasn't money for that. Stacey drove home and opened her bank statement. The Social Security check had come in last week. With paying her taxes, insurance, and food, she had $100 that had to last for 3 weeks, but you need gas. Stacey relied on her car to get out of the house and to go to appointments. If she didn't have that, she would be stuck in the house, which wasn't what she ever wanted in life. 5 years ago, Stacey was walking through the botanical garden with her husband. They were smelling the roses and looking at flowers. Stacey loved her husband, John. He had always provided for them. She had 2 kids that were grown and living their lives in different parts of the world. She had tried to keep up with them, but their lives were busy. She knew they would be there for her as long as they needed. John was there, and he was all she ever needed. Stacey never wanted the finer things in life. She just wanted a life that was content. John took her to a local diner for Sunday dinner. It was a tradition they had done for 10 years. They looked at each other and they compared the specials. They talked about each special one by one. The specials include a salad, a main dish, and a dessert. That's all they wanted for each week. John always ordered a small steak. He was a red meat kind of guy with mashed potatoes and gravy. He always had a salad and put way too much Italian dressing on, but Stacey knew this was special for him, and she was never going to tell him to cut back on that dressing, even though she knew his diabetes was affecting him more and more. Even if he didn't notice, she noticed his pain every day, and the effects were getting worse on him. Stacey ordered a seafood combo with shrimp, scallops, and pasta. She loved the combination and what the chef did with the Greek salad. The feta and the cheese made it so fresh, it gave her a feeling of being back in Greece when she ate the same dish. They laughed and John paid the bill. Stacey never knew it, but that was the last time she would have dinner at that diner with John. She should have savored that moment more than she had done any other time. She saw how tired he was, but he was trying to be in good spirits. He joked, and she had the combo 4 weeks in a row. He was like, "You keep doing that." But they laughed. John passed away a week later. We all make good money, but the savings would only cover the house, the taxes, and some incidentals. Stacey was proud, but she would never ask her kids for money. They were having trouble themselves making ends meet. John was good for her life, but he really helped them and developed it. Without him, she was lost. But we need to understand these changes in life, the price of gas, and every other little change has big implications for people. Stacey was feeling it, but she was too proud to tell anybody. This story was somebody I met at the gas station named Stacey. It really resonated with me. Each of our lives is different, and we have to remember that as we go through life. How does this story resonate with you? Please put your comments in the comments below. Thanks so much for listening. This is one of the chapters from The People You Meet at the Gas Station for a new book I'm writing. And this is Dave from Dave's Books. Have a great day.